Hello, welcome to Old Lady Plays. I'm Kate, in case you hadn't known that, in case you were looking for something to call me down in the comments and you feel uncomfortable saying old lady. I don't mind if you say old lady, I am an old lady. There's nothing wrong with that. So, if you want to call me old lady in the comments, go right ahead. Old woman, that works too. Babushka, that's good. Obasan, I'm happy. Kate is fine too. And don't worry about spelling it. I'm quite content to have it spelled in whatever way makes you happy. 3 M's and a silent Q, just fine as long as you explain that you mean me. Anyway, let's get on with this. We have Hibernian back to Sunshine on Leith, episode 6. And we're gonna go over to the game where we get to see how we've been doing recently. So last episode we were here playing Celtic and Rangers and just barely losing both games. Came out of that to play Aberdeen. We lost 1-0 away, despite actually outshooting them. Kind of disappointing there. You can see we had reasonably good numbers considering we lost. We did outshoot them. They kind of FM'd us there. But that's life. We were doing reasonably well against Ross County until they scored in the 53rd minute to tie things up. Scott Martin, one of the Mazzalas, of course, with another goal. And why I said Goyle, I was thinking of Boyle, who got the goal to start us off against Hearts at Tynecastle. So a really good win there, a 2-0 win away. Very happy with that. It went really quite well. F.A. Ambrose with a terrific goal in that one. Cammy Smith is a new signing. He's an attacking midfielder who likes to play shadow striker, which conveniently is something that we happen to have in our team. So we put him right in, and sure enough, he scored right off the bat. Scott Martin threw in a second goal to make it a complete win after F.A. Ambrose was sent off in the 63rd minute for his second yellow. That was a little crazy, that game. We had 14 fouls. They had 11 fouls, but we got 7 yellow cards. They got 1. So something a little odd off that one, but what can you do? Our boys did the job and we won the game. So that's been how it has looked. We'll take a second to peek at the Premiership here. As you can see, we're kind of alone in 5th. We're, several points ahead of Hamilton and several points behind Aberdeen. So it's a little tricky to say where we're likely to end up. We are about 2/3 of the way through the season, at least up until the split. At the 33 game mark, this splits and the top 6 teams separate from the bottom 6 teams and play each other one more time to come up to a total of 38 games. And the winner of that is the winner of the league. As you can see, Celtic are running away with it. They're 8 points clear of Rangers, and Rangers are themselves 4 points clear of St. Johnstone. So, and they're 11 points ahead of us. So we're not catching them. Not with only 11 games to play. We're not gonna catch them. So we're kind of stuck where we are, but that's okay. The board was wanting a mid-table finish, and that's what we're giving them. So they're pretty happy with us at the moment. 60%, they're content. Let's look at the team. All right. We have Marciano in goal, no big surprise. Whitaker takes over for White today. White's a little tired, he's been playing a lot. Hanlon with Ambrose at the back. Gray on the right. Ambrose is only in because he's suspension doesn't apply to the cup. He's suspended for 2 more league games. So Gray in at the right side. Hansen in defensive midfield behind McGinn, Magooch and Martin. The 3 M's across the middle and the Mazzalas. They've been continuing to do a really great job. Slivka today at the attacking midfielder spot with the new fella Cammy Smith is cup tied. And Simon Murray gets the start only because Anthony Stokes is back, but he's not nearly match sharp yet. So I'm going to be bringing him on as a sub probably around the 60-minute mark to sort of keep bringing him up to getting into shape. that's it for the team. We're on attacking, and I think that's how we're going to play this one. It's an away game against Ayr Utd, who are in League One, but they are first in League One, so they're not an easy, not necessarily an easy target. Have we? There we go. Sorry, I thought I'd already done that. So there's the teams. As you can see, Morrison, Boyle, Higgins, Rose, Parrott across the back, Sinclair, Geoghegan, Doherty and McLean, Forrest and Chalmers up front. Interesting that they're not that different from our setup. The main difference is we've got the DM and no outside guys, but we do have the two Mazzalas drifting wide, and both the fullbacks are on, I think they might even be on attack. They're certainly on at least support. So pick up where you left off last time out. Let's go. We're in the green. Ayr Utd in their home white. Oh, he's missed the tackle. Oh, that's not a good start. Headed back to Sinclair. McLean. Doherty. Yep, whoever had me still not getting it in the pool, you're still right. I still haven't remembered to turn off my phone before the recording starts. Slow start. Whitaker. Hansen. Whitaker. McGinn. Can't find anybody in the middle. Martin. Finds Gray on the right. That's the fullback getting forward, and Slivka, the shadow striker, slips in for the goal. Both fullbacks have been contributing really well, Gray and White. As I said, White is a little tired today, so we've given the game off, but Whitaker's done reasonably well too when he's played. This is very much the plan. The fullbacks are meant to give width outside the Mazzalas and work with the Mazzalas to provide that width. And like I said, so far it seems to be working. Oh, you can shoot from out there all day, son. Take your time. Shoot from there all you like. Murray, McGinn can't quite get there, and Martin can't reach the rebound. I don't know whether you watched the Rambler series as well, but doing yesterday's video, or today's video, I guess, well, it's today when I'm doing this, it'll be yesterday when you see it. The Monday video for the Rambler, I shot in 2 segments because I had a week between games and it was just taking too long. So I shot it in 2 segments and then stitched it together in Vegas Pro, and that took the film. When I did it initially, I do it in QuickTime, which gives me a nice reasonable file of 500 megabytes or so for that 20-minute piece. But if I shoot it in 2 chunks and then have to stitch it together through Vegas Pro, it outputs a file that's like nearly 2 gigabytes and takes 8 hours to upload, which is kind of a pain, and which is why I don't do a lot of editing. So until I can figure out how to make it stop giving me those enormous files. Let's not get complacent out there. Let's move out and continue the game. I'm happy with the way things are going so far. Everybody's playing reasonably well. highlights doesn't bother me either, not when we're winning. McGooch, McGinn, Martin, through to Gray. Gray, oh, from Murray in the back of the net. A beautiful 2-goal lead. And Gray's got his second assist of the day. As I said, the fullbacks have been really terrific for us in this setup. Magooch, McGinn, Martin, Gray, from Murray in the middle, and that's an easy one. Let's let Stokesy play. I know he's not that tired yet, but I want to get Stokes onto the field. Stokes, advance forward attack. Slivka, let's have Swanson. Actually, Slivka's reasonably okay for now. Let's have Magooch for Murray. And we'll leave it there for now. Here, heads it on, Chalmers, Forrest, oh, that's a nice save by Marciano, and, whew, good clearance. Wasn't sure initially whether he was going to get to that or not, but he did. Let's take a second, make a last change. Hansen can come out for Niles. Play, pitch, confirm. I never understand when they make only one sub. Nope, there's a second one. But, I mean, at 87 minutes, what's the point? You bring on a defender at 87 minutes, down 2 goals in a cup match? That's just a strange choice. I apologize if you're hearing a sort of weird scraping noise in the background. That's snowplows out in front of the apartment, clearing the streets. We've had a lot of snow the last couple of days, and it's needed to be cleared. And so they're out there doing that, scraping the streets. And we've won it. We'll take that. I'm going to say, well done, lads. That was a good win. Hand it over to the assistant. End the team talk. Leave the match. I know I don't have to end the team talk, but I'm in the habit now, and you're stuck with it. His critical comments. I want to say how much his team impressed me. We got a chance of winning it. An early goal's a bonus. Marciano's a top quality keeper. Let's make him feel good about himself. Ooh, we got 8,000 for playing in the 4th round. Ooh. Gray on form as Bornean score. Easy victory. I'm not going to praise you because praising passing doesn't seem to work. No shocks. Post-match training report. So as I said, the whole thing with rendering and stuff, it takes what is really a process where it takes me 25 minutes to shoot a video and then say an hour and a half or 2 hours to upload it, into 20 minutes to shoot the video and a half an hour to edit the video, and then an hour and a half of rendering the video, and then 8 hours of uploading the video. And so we've gone from 25 minutes plus a couple of hours to about 12 hours. That's a lot. Let's have the draw. Automatic draw. Come on. Queen of the South. Hibernian, we got Queen of the South. Well, that's a nice one. Stop it. Draw all teams. Queen of the South, that should be fun. Especially if we're going to be in good form for it. When is it anyway? Oh, it's not for another month or so. After the Old Firm games. Oh dear. Anyway, let's carry on to the Dundee match. Pre-match analysis, grand progress, injury update, injury risk update. And they're happy and enjoying their football. I don't think a loss can destroy the confidence. I'm prepared for a tough fixture, but I know my players. We get along very well. He's a good guy. And we're down to 1 week on the trading deadline, transfer window, whatever you want to call it. Notice that our center midfield is starting to have some great relationships. You can just barely see them in here, but there's actually lines between Magooch and Martin, and Magooch and McGinn, and Magooch and Martin are good, Magooch and Hansen are good, the rest of them are just decent. But still, that's a great little web of working together that I think is helping us a lot. F.A. Ambrose is out. Let's have Darren McGregor in. He's been moaning about time. Anyway, looks like everybody's pretty much ready to go. That's nice to see. Who's Michael Scott and why do I want him? Wow, he's dubious. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to trust my director of football when he brings in people. Alright. Murray's had a goal recently. I'm happy with that. Let's just quickly grab Cammy Smith and stick him back into the shadow striker role. And I think I'm just going to have to play Stokes into fitness because I don't really want to waste time with playing him on the under 18s. Okay, there we go. We've got a team selected. Everybody's happy. What do you like to do? Anything but that, huh? Okay. Yeah, the fullbacks are unattacking. I thought they were. Aiden White in for Whitaker. White's been better. Stokes likes playing as an advanced forward. Let's go. And wish us luck as we take on Dundee at Dens Park. Carry straight on from where you finished. Nobody's excited by that idea. So let's just see how we do. Anything likely to happen on the transfer front, it can happen, who knows. He's just being rested. He's been after more regular action. Not my place to comment on that. Any team would miss a player. Blah, 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 blah. We'll pass around on the team before we get the game going. Here, everybody, touch the ball. That hasn't started the way we wanted it to. When exactly did that happen? Right back. Unfortunately, the right back just didn't get his job done. Come on now, boys. I know you've got it in you. Oh, that's great. Well, that was a little disappointing. I expect to see a much better showing. Gray steals, but nothing out of it. Bain with a soft kick out to the wing. Magooch, Smith, Martin. Finds Gray. Back for Martin. Pops it long for Gray this time. Can't quite get there. Martin fills in for the fullback nicely. Holds the play up until they can get everybody back. Well done. McGregor for Hanlon. Keeper over the top to Smith. Through ball from Murray. And an easy goal. Look at that. That's the way we should be playing. Cammy Smith with an assist. I'll admit I was a little dubious when the director of football brought Cammy Smith in. I didn't really see that we had a strong need for yet another attacking midfielder. But when I saw that he's a preferred shadow striker, I mean, he really likes playing shadow striker. It's his favorite spot. Well, it sort of suggested where we might want to play him. Let's have Murray for Magooch. And let's have Swanson for Smith. No, I said let's have Swanson for Smith. Thank you. At least we've taken over this game in the second half, even if we were a little disappointing in the first. I'm hoping we can find that second goal. Yes! And Murray has started scoring for us. That's the sort of thing that'll get you into the team, dude. You play like that, you pop me a couple of goals in a game, and I will definitely find time to play you. Oh yeah. Taking the lead. Given how well we've played this half on attacking, I'm reluctant to change it. On the principle that if we continue to hold on to the ball while we attack with it, they're going to find it hard to score against us. Poor throw. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that was. They both fell down. McGowan is coming across. And the keeper's got it. Well done. Team's looking pretty tired. White pops it forward. Nobody's there. Oh, that was a bit lucky. Ball bounces off Martin, comes back to our man. Gray moves up on the right side. Inside for Swanson, but nothing's there because the whistle goes. And we've got a happy win. Well, look at that. He can't think of anything particular to say. I think I'm going to say what a comeback that was, because it was a comeback and I'm pleased with it. And there we go. How is that for an episode? So I would say that a 2-win episode is worth a like, wouldn't you? I hope you think so. If you have enjoyed the episode, do drop a like, hit subscribe, support me on Patreon if that's your thing, so that we can do things like get a green screen in and all the usual little changes that people like to make to their channels to make things just that little bit better. I want to thank you for your time. I want to say that I hope you're having a great day, and take care.